President Biden has announced that he will not seek re-election in November.
It's a historical moment. Joe Biden is not going to be the Democratic presidential nominee. He's out of the race.
In a statement released on social media today, the president said, "While it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for my term." Senator Chris Coons, a Biden-Harris campaign co-chair from Biden's home state of Delaware, told CBS News,
"This is a critical moment in American history, and I hope today that we can focus on Joe Biden's incredible legacy of service to our nation. 50 years. He has been serving us in the Senate as vice president, as president."
One political analyst dissected the president's move to step away.
And there's two big reasons for this. The first was his debate performance against Donald Trump. He showed his full 81 years. He stammered, he struggled to answer, he struggled to fight for himself, let alone the American people who he says he's defending. This caused panic among donors and fellow lawmakers and raised fundamental questions about his age.
Folks, you probably noticed there's been a lot of speculation lately. What's Joe Biden going to do? Is he going to stay in the race? Is he going to drop out?
The second major factor in this was the Democrats' own anxiety about beating Trump. They see a second Trump presidency as a danger to democracy, a possible end of the constitutional republic. They look at the ideas floated by Trump on tariffs as making inflation worse. They worry about the debt. They worry about international alliances. They fear Trump. And that overriding fear of Trump is what compelled them to say they needed another candidate for president.
Biden is endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee in the 2024 presidential election. In a separate statement, the president wrote, "My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump," he wrote. "Let's do this." One Democratic voter in Portland, Oregon, told the AP,
"I think it's best. I didn't see him beating Trump. And so it will be interesting to see how all things hash out."
The president said he will address the country about his decision later this week. This is a developing story, and this is Inside Edition Digital.